to showcase the geopolitical aspect and what these
Yeah.
different cultures are like. You know,
Well, yeah. I'm seeing this as like a Star Trek thing where we just so happen to be on a really big, long game mission.
right,
But I mean, you know, I see as much of, I don't give a fuck how long it takes to get to, I mean, these seem to be like trips that have had thousands and thousands of years, of different people taking WAPs at this thing.
right,
And it seems to keep getting back. So, I mean, I don't see a reason to rush things.
right.
Uh,
Yeah,
and we definitely need to make sure that, we try to say if there's any signs of the fungus as we move about. I mean, we have to see if there's ever, I would think.
right.
I
Well,
mean,
and that's kind of the other reason for having you guys interact with these different uh, polities and races of Beyond and Vanguard is because you're going to start seeing that it's fewer and fewer as you get further out until finally there's nothing. You are the only civilization out in the middle of nowhere.
see, and that's going to be fun. But
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Well, and then I'm still trying to decide how I want to do that. So like you can pull up maps of the route and what they've done is that you would expect to see blank sectors but they're not. So
right,
you've got these subsectors that instead of placing planets there, they just put asterisks. And so you've got a parsec with just an asterisk in it, and the idea is that the referee can then generate a system. Just do the random rolls from the core rulebook.
right.
That is
All right.
that is time consuming to do it on the
Yeah.
fly. And so what I might do is just take a couple of subsectors and pre-roll, but I'd have to pre-roll all of the planets in the subsector. So
I wouldn't do that at all. What I would do is I would pre-roll like I would get me like 10 or 20 basic systems down of one form or another, and then when you hit a place, if I wanted to add randomization to it, I'd fucking roll a die and go, okay, well this is the one we're going with, and I've already got all the prep work done. But
yeah,
if you're gonna waste I mean, and just mark that off your fucking list, and when that 10 or 20 of the list seems to start getting thin, fucking remove the shit you've already used and toss in some random new shit. Or if you just happen to get an idea of something that you like say for a Taz journal, or you really like this adventure and how that planet or world or thing went out, then just say, well, fuck it. I know we're never in this part of space, where this was made for, and we're never really going to go there. So, and I want to run this, and then just plug it in.
yeah,
Maybe
I
change
might
a
do it
few
that
names
way
to
as well.
protect the innocent.
That could be one of the ways that I'll do it. Like I said, I haven't quite decided yet. um, putting you
But
putting you guys into so there were a couple of different ways that they suggested running the campaign, and their lead choice was to make the players 100% in command of the ship. Well, the problem with doing that is that command staff don't generally go on missions. The whole idea in Star Trek of,
yeah,
Kirk beaming down every single episode was just idiotic. I mean, you're not going to have the ship's, uh, you know, chief executive officer placing himself in danger every week. That's that's idiotic. At least, and even honestly, even Star Trek: The Next Generation, having Riker lead all the away missions. I don't think that you're even going to put your XO in charge like that.
you send a team of
You would
people to
send a
go
team,
deal with shit,
right?
and if they go up missing, then then maybe more powerful or higher ranking people,
or if
depending
it's
on what's vested in it.
right,
I mean,
or if it is a explicit diplomatic mission, you already have relations with these people, then maybe you'll send some executive officers. But the idea that your lead bridge crew are are going on an away mission every week is
right.
just idiotic. The other problem with doing it that way is that it generates what I found was it generates a lot of paperwork. So
Yeah.
if you run it, by the book, the way that they wanted to run the Revelation campaign with the players in command, now the players have to track, well, how much food do we have? How much air do we have? How much fuel do we have? Do we have enough resources to repair or to manufacture spares for repairs and things of that matter? And it just starts to get ridiculous. And so,
I wouldn't mind though if like, during one of these strips that we're stretched out, unless it's already programmed in or whatever, but for you to have the guy go, hey man, we're low on this and we don't really know where to fucking get it. We need you to go out and look for this mineral element.
Totally, and that's coming. Yeah, that is part of provisioning and taking advantage of a resource that you find to gather
Right.
or exotic materials. That's totally going to happen. Yes.
Yeah, my personal thing I'll be working on next will be in that game is I'm going to try to make 2 clones of the same thing and successfully do a brain transplant.
Well,
I feel like I jump into conversations at the weirdest point.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, I don't know that that's actually going to be. I don't know. You wouldn't be able necessarily. I don't think you'd be able to do a brain transplant, but a memory engram would be.
Oh yeah,
likely.
Yeah,
like that show.
What about just transplant the whole fucking head?
Carbon
You went?
You could altered carbon it.
Like more or less. I mean, I don't know that a whole head I think that the whole idea of a brain transplant or even a whole head transplant wouldn't work simply because the wiring harness for the human body is rather complicated. So
indeed, I got that yet.
Yeah, that whole
the future.
It's one thing to tap into the nervous system. It's another thing to make all of those reconnections. So I don't necessarily know that.
But this is the future.
Okay, so I would be better off getting 2 clones and teaching one of them a certain set and experiment on transferring its memories from one to the other.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. My end game is to be able to make it so that way that all the characters on the Deep Night thing are, in theory, immortal as long as we can kind of get part of their living body back to the ship.
Right. Well, and part of that will generate some paperwork too, because we'll have to come up with, how much can go into the memory engram, and we'll have to have a record of when the last engram was implanted into the clone. So let's
when you
let's say that you make the clone and you do the memory engram. Well, then later the main character gets some XP points and some new skills, but you haven't recopied their memory engram and they die. They wouldn't have those new skills. They would go back to what was last recorded.
Right. So you'd have to basically just take your character sheet and copy it and then rename it something like bank, right? And then if your character, your sheet you're using dies, you just go to the bank, except for things possibly like credits and shit that are stored. You might not have the skill to use the nifty new science set you got, but you'd still own it.
Well, and if that's the direction you want to go, this can lead down an entire rabbit hole of some top secret tech that that the let's see, was it the Third Imperium, or did it come around the end, like towards the end of the Second Imperium? There was some top secret tech that they had that was capable of doing that kind of thing. So, but we can get into that.
Yeah, I'll be working on that. And guess we're fantasy time.
Yes.
And talking space.
Yeah, we're talking about our Friday night Deep Night Revelation campaign.
But it makes me wonder: can I magic memories to someone?
Well,
I mean, is that not what technology is, but just advanced magic?
Well, yeah, I mean that is the going hypothesis, is that any technology of high enough tech level would be indiscernible from magic.
Oddly enough, the character we're talking about is very psionic and fucking like a space.
Yeah, I mean, psionics are like the space magic.
Yeah. Yeah. I just developed side drugs for our group where I can spit them out pretty regularly. So that's exciting.
The one thing that I was disappointed with psionics, and it's something I don't know if they added, I don't remember if they added it in the 2022 update, but for travelers, that there's no pyrokinetics or electrokinetics.
Well, there's kind of a first edition traveler booklet, but there is a psionics thing that is very detailed.
Well, I know Mongoose did an entire book on psionics, and I've heard rumor that there is going to be a psionics book coming down the pipeline, and I'm really kind of hoping, because I mean the psionics in the core rulebook are pretty solid. I don't have a problem with them. But I would like a little more. Like I said, pyrokinetics. I mean, the whole fire starter thing. That would be fucking cool. But anyways, I digress. Welcome to Braunhaven. We'll be picking up where we left off last week. These guys got into a big furball. They had some unfortunate rolls. With wandering monsters that led to not only skeletons, but then there was bugbears, and then there was zombies, and then they opened a door and there was a wraith, and it was just this essentially one really, really long combat encounter. And so they went back to the tower in the western gatehouse and went to the top of the tower and camped out for the night and got their rest. So their spell slots should be fresh. They already got their hit points back from the end of the game last week. And so that is where we are at. I need to pull up my referee map.
It's still daytime, is that correct?
No, now it would be, well, after 8 hours it would be I would say late morning, and when I say late morning, like 10 a.m.
Okay. All right. Well, then I will reset my spells. I learned Pass Undead, Marionette, and then Bone Armor, if it matters.
Okay.
For the day. I guess Mavis and Alora just mark their shit and don't announce it all the time like pros.
I guess so.
So, before we get started, I'd like to thank one of the friends of the Greenwater Guildhall. None of these are sponsorships or partnerships of any kind. They're just products that we really like. Today, we would like to thank Speechless Bard. Speechless Bard makes beautiful leather products for your tabletop role-playing games, such as leather covers for your core rulebooks. She's got these cool leather dice bracelets, with the dice cut out. If you like to show off your geeky side, they're really cool, and all of her stuff is customizable. She does all of the artwork in paint by hand. She's an amazingly talented artist. Just incredible. She even picks out the leather swaths. She doesn't just order the leather. She goes and picks out what swaths of leather she wants. She is meticulous. If you are going to order, especially for a gift, give yourself a little bit of extra time. She's over in the UK, and with our ongoing supply chain issues, it can take a little while for it to cross the pond. So keep that in mind. If you are a fan of the channel and you like our content, please help support it. We do have a merch store over on Zazzle. The 100% of the profits from that store go back into the channel. We've got T-shirts such as the pirate flag from the Pirates of Dry Necks on Wednesday night. We've got the core group, the founding member group, the Wayward Bastards T-shirt. There's a new Braunhaven book cover T-shirt. We have a blanket that comes in 3 sizes. Fleece blanket with the map of the Glaucian Empire on it. And we have a beer stein. And we, of course, have buttons. This is the Pirates of Dry Necks button. And this is the Greenwater Guildhall button. So if you want to help us and support the channel, please go buy some merch. Get yourself a new t-shirt. And we appreciate you. Speaking of Braunhaven, if you are interested in the books, they are available for PDF digital format on both DriveThruRPG and Big Geek Emporium. They are also available, I believe everything except for 2 of the books are available in print on demand. With the newest edition that has just come out is the Skellis Mountains Atlas 1 for the Braunhaven campaign setting, which has some new optional rules in it for weather effects, temperature, additional stuff for what happens when you reach 0 hit points. Things of that nature, in addition to detailing areas, known locations up through the Skellis Mountain Range. And that's in premium color premium color hardcover format for print on demand, and that's available from DriveThruRPG. So yeah, go check out the entire line. So where we left off, you guys have made your way back to where you were before. I'm assuming that's what you wanted to do. There's still the one room you haven't investigated here.
Yeah.
We want to open that room on up.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess the standard operation is looking for traps.
Okay.
Yeah, and if it's locked.
It is not. Neither of these doors are locked, and there are no traps.
I'm gonna try to quietly open the door.
Okay.
And roll a 5 on all that, and then we're just gonna kind of take a look, see what's going on there.
So this room is rather disappointing. It's got dark gray stone, the floor and walls. It's got a 10-foot ceiling. The walls are lined with wooden shelves, and you see that there are mops and buckets. There are 2 mops and buckets that sit in the southeast corner of the room. There are old linen towels that are mostly serviceable. They could probably use a good wash, but they're not really of any particularly high value worth. Your guess is that this is the supply room for the servants, and what the general gist that you've picked up is that this entire wing, the West Wing, Lower Bailey West Wing, was the servants' quarters.
Yeah. And we don't know of a way to get to an Upper Bailey West Wing. Does the building look like there's a upstairs to this, or
No.
is this just all right?
Yeah, there's no upstairs to this. Oh wait, no, there's no upstairs here.
All right. Well, then we just got to trust that, I guess.
There's this door that leads out to the Lower Bailey. But then, of course, I mean, there's still the Eastern Gatehouse and the Eastern Wing of the Lower Bailey that you haven't
Right,
explored.
but I figure if we're making a circle around, I mean that's where we exit.
So let me show you the big map. Don't have it. No, I guess not. So this map really kind of shows, and you guys are actually like right here.
Yeah, so
So this kind of ends. This ends in a dead end. You could leave and go into the Lower Bailey and go up these stairs here to get to the Upper Bailey. But it's like this section and this section are two separate things.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking if we just, kind of, all right, we go down onto the Lower Bailey, up the stairs, and just start clearing that upper areas. We, just stay along this side, and if you look at it as a circle, we're just going along the whole outside of the circle, kind of.
Okay.
So I mean, that's what I'm thinking. My general plan, unless someone has a better idea. Yeah. So we will go down to the Lower Bailey.
So this is the Lower Bailey, and
we're like down there at 3, right?
Yeah. So this is the stairwell here that comes out of the Lower Bailey, and the Lower Bailey is riddled with fallen masonry, and trees over the past couple hundred years have seeded in here and grown up. You can tell that at one time that this was paved with cobblestone, but now grass and weeds are growing up in between the stones and whatnot. And hold on, let me find what I'm looking for here.
But I still haven't found. But yeah, I mean, even though we're kind of headed up here to 5, I still want to check around a little bit over here and kind of look around these trees area,
Right.
Agreed.
Yeah, so we're just gonna kind of do a sweep, maybe go out to the trees quietly and then up kind of around, That's kind of what I'm thinking.
So,
I of course, will be bravely invisible.
Okay. So, yeah, you guys are poking around. You don't, it is, like I said, late morning. Probably by now it's about 10:30ish that you guys make your way out. And this, the Lower Bailey seems rather, I don't know, desolate and lonely. You see that this is the Grand Palisade, and it is made of purple-veined white marble. There's a 5-foot wide walkway around this stone palisade that leads to the Upper Bailey, and at the top here, there are a pair of stone oak trees, and stone oak trees. I don't think you guys have run into these before. They are a common. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say common, but they are seen throughout the Braunhaven region. And stone oak, hold on. Flora and fauna. Where's my flora and fauna? I can tell you exactly. Well, okay. So stone oak trees.
I like this castle setting right here. We could make this into a wonderful thing with some good old fashioned child labor. and you know.
Who doesn't like good old-fashioned child labor?
Well, I mean, you know, that's the apprenticeship program. You know, you
Right,
get a
right.
whole bunch of kids and an adult, and they go do a task, and the kids learn something, and the adult, you know, that learned everything before, just watches.
So you can
Gives
hear
advice.
the sound of like every once in a while you hear a tinkling sound as a breeze comes through, and that's coming from these two stone oak trees up here. And these, so this is what I wrote. These large trees are usually found in the foothills of the Skelos Mountains and are a staple of dwarven construction. The wood of a stone oak tree is very dense and it requires a special cutting technique. But once it is cut and cured, it quickly petrifies. Specially trained craftsmen can create many items as the wood is curing, causing these items to take on the properties of stone. Everything from furniture to doors or even crates and barrels are made from stone oak tree. The leaves of a stone oak appear as if made from green thin foil, and they tend to make a tinkling sound as they fall from the tree in the autumn months or when a breeze blows through the tree. And these leaves are prized by artisans because they'll weave them into works like golden works or crystal artwork, things of that
That's
nature.
awesome.
So
Yeah.
there are a couple of
Can we
stone
get
oak
some
trees
leaves?
growing here. You could pick some of these leaves up.
Yeah.
I
If you
think
don't mind,
Laura.
let Borman just kind of creep up there and take a look about. I'll whistle if it's clear.
Yeah, so you can move your exploration movement rate, which is
I'm
the
just
bigger
gonna
of the
go,
two numbers.
Yeah. Just gonna look for traps and things as I do my scouting going up. And no, there's no traps.
Nope.
So I'm
Not
gonna
that you can find.
go on up and see if I can see anything up there. And if the coast looks clear, I'll whistle. I mean,
So
Laura's gonna pick some of the leaves.
okay.
Jackson would like to look for tracks.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make a. Hold on, let me pull up La Ranger. Nope, you did not find any tracks.
I'm hoping. Yeah. Will you see if you can track down Malachi? I seem to have not been able to see him.
Oh, that's right.
Toomey flies over the room. Malachi, get your ass out of here.
This huge procession of people and pets.
Great.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to just do this.
Test roll.
Well, and actually,
Oh, we get the Upper Bailey map now, motherfuckers. Yeah.
so this is the Upper Bailey. So Alora, you said Alora was going to pick some leaves.
Yeah.
So Alora is able to pick up 7 of these stone oak leaves.
Nothing looking really good up in the trees and all that for anything that might be creeping, crawling, living around up in there.
Nope, everything looks. Like I said, it looks lonely and desolate. Now over
All right.
here, you do see. Over here is the Upper Keep guest wing. Is over here.
We're guests.
That seems
we're
to
guests.
be. Yeah, and then what is this? Is that the end of something that we've already accessed?
That's actually the end of the eastern guest wing.
Okay, so we'll access that from inside.
This is the keep itself, and there are these large stairs that lead up into the main keep. This is the chapel, and what is 8? 8 over here is the royal manor.
Well, we're just gonna stick with what we were doing. We're gonna head over here to the guest thing and see if we can find easy entrance to there.
Yeah, there's a big front door right there.
Gonna
We're
check for
not
traps and
Other
stuff.
side of the door.
What did you say, Jackson?
No, don't
Major?
worry. I was like, we're going this way. I thought, never mind.
Oh, I
got
thought this is the same side. Yeah.
No, that's just me getting confused. Me.
Oh, well,
me.
I've worked long and hard to learn how to be difficult and confusing. I'm very good at it. Expert level. And yeah, so if everything looks clear with my pretty decent rolls on looking for traps and trying to spot baddies, then I'm going to open up the door there at number 6.
Okay.
Do it.
Let me find it here.
I mean, in order to be polite to the dungeon master, we would have to hit this, and we have to cross the whole fucking place to go to 7, and then go to 8, and then 9. That's just stupid numbering.
Well, I mean, it depends on if you... Thanks. It depends on if you want to clear the lower Bailey first, or if you want to jump right into the upper Bailey, which is what you guys have done.
Well, I wasn't saying you're stupid at all. I was just really bitching.
So there are no traps, and this is what you see. So there are whoops, that was a bit
Hell yeah.
bigger than I intended.
Which is bigger, us or the map?
There you were spread out more than I intended.
Oh, okay.
So there are a big set of iron banded wooden doors that lead into the guest wing, and let me open this up here. Of course, I had to do it.
The door's not locked, I take it?
It is not.
Then that's wonderful. Good news.
Awesome time.
Yeah. Make him get with that revealer pin, get him to work.
Yeah, this is what I get for making a diagonal room, is that the...
Yeah. Well, see, now you know. Now you're like, well, if I'm going to run the adventure, I need to make easy...
Yeah, I need to make all the rooms, perpendicular.
Boring.
Yes, boring. Yeah. So, this is a large grand hall. Red and white mosaic tile floors. There's stained wood on the walls, and a hunter green plaster with stained wood beams. You would imagine at one time they were probably polished. This is a 15-foot ceiling, and in the middle, right here, probably help if I pick my correct tool. Right here, there is a 10-foot tall statue of the god Sinaz. And you see that here there are another set of double wooden doors. There is 2 sets of wooden doors leading up to the north and northeast. And then there is, or rather to the north, and then there is a northeast wooden door here.
Well, if I don't see any sign of traps or nothing with my 5 or whatever, I'm going to go ahead and call for my companions that, to come on up.
Is Sinaz the god of hospitality or something?
So Sinaz is... I want to double check. I think I know who he is, but let me double check. So he is a new god, or no, he is one of the old gods. And he is the patron father of elves, the god of forests, and lord of woodland beasts.
Cool.
He's known for having a lawful alignment.
Oh, I'm cool with that then.
See, yeah, this place is already kind of halfway decorated to our taste with old gods that are, on the
Lawful.
brighter side of the spectrum. It is a wonderful thing. If get a close inspection of the statue, make sure there's not like any hidden trinkets or anything that would make me think, I can't find anything around the statue looking closely. But then I will.
So you can see that the statue is 10 feet tall, made of purple veined marble. It is depicting Sinaz as a tree ant planting a sapling, which is a common depiction of the god Sinaz, patron father of the elves. I need to roll a d6.
Right,
oh. Okay.
Is that our wandering encounter one?
Probably.
Or did I get trapped?
I will tell you. Page 12.
Oh, I can't wait.
And I need to roll a d10.
Ooh. Pineapple.
That's happening.
So, once again, as you guys are in this room, a draft comes in, and it is particularly cold. Frigid breeze surrounds everybody in this room.
Does Mordecai know anything about what this is?
Well, I believe I have that undead pinger thing. Let me scroll and look real quick. Introducing blah blah bullshit. Was that a spell that I'd used to do that stupid shit last time?
Was Detect Undead, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a spell.
I did not learn that.
Didn't take
Maybe
that this
she's
morning?
gonna hold up her holy symbol in case that does something.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, if the cold wind come through, I mean, that happened before and a wraith came out, right?
Yeah, and you detected the zombies and the skeletons. Yeah, Detect Undead is a first level necromancer spell.
Yeah, and I didn't grab it this time.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's in my spell book, but I went with a different set of spells. I'm sorry, I'm not prepared as I normally am.
I would say that Mordecai, you can make a intelligence ability check. So roll a d20, and you want to get under your intelligence, and you can subtract your intelligence modifier from the roll.
Okay, well, my intelligence is 11.
So
no, sorry, that's Borman. Intelligence is 11. My intelligence is 16. So subtract 2 from that.
Yep, that is. Oh. So you got a 10. You did make it. So Mordecai's research on the matter, or his opinion, his professional opinion, as it were, is that this is the manifestation of powerful undead.
This seems to be a powerful undead is awoken. I will speak out in the dark speech that we've come to set things right and put you in peace in an honorable way and release you from the torment that you stayed. Reveal yourself.
There's no response to that.
Can I try and turn it?
I mean, you hold up your holy. I mean, this frigid draft that surrounds you. I mean, it lasts like maybe a second, and then it's gone, and everything's back to normal.
Okay, never mind then. I can't do it. All right.
but it is uncharacteristically cold because it is uh, towards mid spring now, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
it is uncharacteristically cold. You can't tell where the draft came from, and it only lasts for like a second or so, and then the temperature's back to normal. I mean, the temperature here right now during this season doesn't get above 75, and 75 would be considered overly warm. It's very rare. So usually it's hitting a medium between 65 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and it is, of course, because it's spring, intermittent rain showers. So one day it'll be nice, and then the next it's drizzly. Probably not torrential downpours, but it's wet. So what do you guys want to do from here?
I am gonna go ahead and head right over here to the double doors and start checking it out. I guess that seems to be the way that we normally. Yeah, that's direction we've been leaning towards.
Left-hand roll.
Yeah, so we're gonna follow the left-hand wall, and if there's any traps there, I probably found them.
Okay. What is Dentry still hanging outside, or is Dentry and Jackson coming in? What are they doing?
Entry.
He's coming inside. Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
and then
So you don't. Well, let me double check that. No, you don't find any traps in here, or on the door, and the door. Is not locked.
Cool.
Well, I'll have to open it. I'm gonna try to open it quietly.
Well, you don't open it quietly. You you kick open the door. You open the doors, and they and open up into a sitting room. There are hardwood floors. There are bookshelves all along the walls, except for here where there is a to the southeast. There is a door, a single door, and there is burgundy plaster and wood beams on a 15-foot ceiling. Purple veined marble fireplace that has a 10-foot tall opening. There is burgundy area rugs in the center of the room. They have aged better than some of the rugs you've seen in other parts of the castle so far. And there are a number of books in the shelves themselves.
Ooh. My characters want to look at the book.
Yeah, Malachi is very interested in looking at books, especially because he, even if he doesn't know the language or whatever, he would like to look at the way that they were bound and put together.
So you can spend up to 20 minutes searching the room for the books.
Sure.
2 turns.
Okay, yeah. Before too deep into that, though, I do want to kind of look through this door over here, make sure everything's okay, looking for traps.
Okay.
And then trying to open it quietly.
Okay.
And yeah, just it's right there, small little room. If we're gonna spend all this time here, I want to clear that.
Cool.
So you don't find any traps in this room. You find that this is a tower dedicated to a stairwell that goes up to the 2nd floor.
Nice. I'll kind of hang out right here while they do their searching around.
Okay, so...
And Willow will kind of hang out roughly right there.
Oh, never mind. So Malachi's searching?
Oh, hell yeah, Malachi's searching. He is a fucking bookworm. I mean, he makes books.
So
come on.
Malachi finds a false book And when he opens it, there is basically a compartment that is carved out of the pages, and it contains a leather pouch that has 12 gems in it worth 100 gold pieces each.
Oh man, yeah. So
Sure.
would you caught me off guard, Dungeon Master? Could you please repeat that?
So it is a leather pouch with 12 gems worth 100 GP each.
Yeah.
Do
Thank
I
you
need
very
to roll
much.
anything for the other characters to be searching?
No, so who else is Alora and Mavis both searching?
Yeah, they like books.
Okay. So let me.
Jackson's illiterate, so he's not going to look at books.
Okay.
There might be cool pictures.
I found a pop-up book. I believe this would be miscellaneous. Mavis does find a book.
Okay, so I have to look for a picture book first. I have to look for a book that has a picture on the outside. Hey, I find a book with a picture.
Where is it? I'm not finding it. What's this thing called? It is called. Interesting.
Borman's keeping watch. He's not looking through books, even though I know that sacrifices a role. I still think it's better for everybody concerned that we don't get ambushed.
So Mavis does find a book. She finds a book of sublime holiness. At first, this is an unremarkable book, but you can feel that it has a powerful holy enchantment.
Enchantment?
So for Mavis, so opening the book will depend on the class and alignment of the character. Lawful divine casters. You can sense that the book is holy, and you can study it, but it will require 1 week. And if you do that, you will gain 1 experience level, and you will gain 1 additional point of wisdom.
Oh, you've got to read that shit there, man.
Okay, it's gonna take me a week.
Yeah, well, you've got downtime activities now.
Yeah.
We're gonna fucking hang out somewhere for a week, right?
Neutral or chaotic divine casters will lose an experience level. This incurs a loss of 1 hit die of hit points, as well as all other benefits due to the lost level. Spells, saving throws, etc. The character's XP is reduced to halfway between the former and new levels. If this would reduce the character below first level, they are either unaffected, neutral alignment, or they die if they're chaotic. So,
Wow. I'm in good shape though.
reading
worries.
can kill you. Arcane
I'm glad I
casters.
didn't find that one.
Arcane
Yeah.
casters would have to make a save versus spells or lose 1 point of intelligence. Other classes, lawful or neutral, are unaffected. Other classes, chaotic, suffer 4d10 damage. And after if you spend a week reading this book, it will vanish.
Awesome. That's a cool book.
That is a cool book. I wonder if it's possible to copy the book without actually activating it.
No, copying it would be the same as reading it, and then both would disappear.
So it would require multiple scribes to copy pages.
Right.
Yeah, something.
So when Mavis finds this book and Malachi finds a book, a wraith forms in the room.
Yeah.
And this wraith is a ghostly form dressed like a scullery maid. And she appeared... Why did that not... There we go. She is evidently extremely pissed off that you guys are fucking with the books. And if I can get this to cooperate with me, that would be fucking tits. Let me get everybody on the board here. Oh, look at the big inish on her. Alright. I will start adding you. Okay. You guys can roll a Nash.
Why is Tsumi so eager?
Oh no, Willow got a 1.
You know, this isn't really the thing that he's into. You know, he is probably just going to bark at this thing the whole time and lick and growl any fucking way. Mavis is going to talk holy crap, and that's going to be the end of it. She's going to roll an 11 on her turn and rock it.
You'll see.
But, let's
The race going first.
well,
Unless we do it alphabetically.
let's see. The Wraith's not surprised, and neither are you, so you guys are not surprised.
It may or may not be unaware of Borman.
Well, I rolled, and I'm not seeing anything where a Wraith would be able to see invisible. Well, let me double check that. I'm not seeing anything where a Wraith would have special ability to see invisibility, so I'm going to say that Borman has surprise.
Cool.
So Borman's going to get to go twice.
Loves that. Yeah, Borman loves that idea.
So what does Borman want to do?
Okay, we're all good to go then?
Yeah.
I'm going to creep right around here and try to backstab that son of a bitch with my fucking sword.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack.
You know, try to creep up on it while it's monologuing or whatever, looking mean or whatever.
Reaching, probably.
Yeah.
Okay. So
19 to hit. That hits AC 0. How about that, huh? Isn't that what you wanted me to say?
What is Borman's stack up? Is it still 19? Is it still
yeah.
19?
Yeah. If
so yeah, you hit. More,
yeah. And I'm sorry, that's the wrong die. This here is at a. All right, so 2 plus 2 is 4 times 2 is 8.
Okay.
And I'm no longer invisible. That is my backstab.
All right. And now we're in regular initiative. Borman, you may go again.
Okay. I'm gonna swing again. You're right. I need to get. I no longer have that really cool +4 bonus for being invisible. But yeah, I just really don't like being here.
So yeah, you stabbed the Wraith the first time, and now it's aware of your presence and kind of, bats away your second attempt at attacking. Mavis, what would you like to do?
Kill
Try
it.
and turn it.
Okay.
It is 2d6, right?
So yeah, you roll 2d6, and the wraith has
11.
4
Oh,
hit dice.
It
Counts as
only said
5.
1d6, right?
those 2.
Yeah, it's 2.
Okay, I hit the thing that said 2d6 and I was so confused. So I got a 3 and a 3.
So a 6. No, you needed a 9 or better to turn the wraith.
Oh, fucking
Yeah.
damn.
Dun,
Damn
dun,
it.
dun.
I'm in trouble now.
What does Toomey want to do?
Toomey bristles, hisses, and stays the hell away from that thing.
Okay.
Similar to last time when it ran into it, it's like, I'm over here going, that thing's bad.
Right. So the wraith, the wraith really doesn't like Mavis. Hold on just a second. Let me pull up my.
Oh yeah, did my picture book have anything in it?
Just pictures of the area.
That's cool.
I wouldn't
Jackson talks about how beautiful the area is.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say that it is completely useless because this. So your picture book shows paintings of the region from like what 3 or like 300 years ago.
Oh, cool.
So like I said, it's not completely useless. And there's some other pictures in there too, like pictures of the port at Tassadantalis's tower, depicting what the artist thought that area looked like, and it was from what you guys have never been to the port because there's really no reason to ever go because the port has been closed down for 100+ years. And but it looked like it was a big bustling city at the time, and the artist depiction shows that there are large galleon class vessels that are docked there, and it shows several of these things, like 20 of them in the picture. It shows these huge cargo ships that are docked, and each ship is flying flags of a different nation. But anyways, this wraith, and he is going to kind of, or she rather, is going to move like that. So she's not running away. She's kind of circling in between Borman and Mavis.
Damn it. Mavis.
And she is going to make an attack on Mavis. She gets
What I get now?
one touch attack at Thaco 16. What is Mavis's AC?
3.
Okay. Well, she's not going to do shit with a 4.
That's
Alright.
great. Yes.
I don't care what your AC is. She didn't even hit AC 9 with that shit. So she whiffs it, and Mavis ducks, and the wraith completely misses. What
Borman's masculinity goes to pull her attention even when she's dead. She just loves my hair and my flamboyant style.
And your codpiece?
Yes. It's got peacock feathers on it.
So what would Allura like to do?
Oh shit. Probably. I guess. What do you think? I guess she should back up a little bit to use the throwing dagger, right? Or does it matter?
I mean, she is roughly 10 meters away.
Oh, okay, that's pretty
So I
good.
think
then.
she's
All right,
I think she's okay.
okay.
And
Add
does
add
that
one.
put you? Let me double check. Where are my weapons? Here we go. Weapons, a dagger. Yeah, so that puts you in short range, so you get a +1 to that roll.
Okay, so it'd be 19 altogether then.
Ooh.
I'm sure that
That
works.
must hit. What's her? I'm sorry. You got a 19 altogether,
Yeah,
and your Thaco's 19.
I have no idea.
What level's
I'm
Alora?
sorry. 4.
Yes, she still has Thaco 19, so she hit.
Okay.
AC
I'll write
0,
that
you
on
hit.
Yeah, let me write that down.
Yeah, you get +1 for the dagger itself, though. It's a +1 dagger.
Whoa, dice.
So 7 points.
Nice.
Ouch. Yeah, so Alora throws this dagger, and through this ghostly apparition, the dagger sticks into the ghost, and then flings back into Alora's hand, and you can see that in the ghostly apparition there is what appears to be like a tear in the fabric of its being.
Oh, cool.
So it is clearly injured. What does Malachi want to do?
Malachi is going to try to appeal to its senses, and Malachi would like if you take the time to speak with us and tell us what your grievances are that binds you to this location, we could free you in a more pleasing and restful manner. In his little dark speech shit.
Yeah.
Well,
It does understand him, obviously, because he's speaking chaotic, but it does not. It just. It doesn't. It's not going to back off. It gives like a angry
It's
face.
a scullery maid, so.
yeah, I feel you, man. Look, I don't have a magic attack that's gonna fucking hurt the damn thing, so I'm using what I've got. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then with that, I will take chalk out and start drawing it on the thing and muttering that, okay, I'm going to bind you to a stone and you will light my outhouse.
What would Dentry like to do?
Dentry will find his way into the room to attack.
Okay.
I can get to there, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I would say if you got to right here, I would say that you could make an attack.
Excellent.
Fill up the room for the sonic scream on its death. Hell yeah.
So, no, wrong character. What? Oh, shit, I just accidentally closed my damn character sheet.
Oh, I do that. Trust me.
I love it when I do that. I feel so smart.
Oh, brilliant. Look at me.
Yeah.
But you click a tab and click X instead.
It's funny, we had this exact conversation in our game last night about us accidentally closing windows. Like, I close calculator all the time, and I'm like, God damn it. I meant to clear it. Why'd I close it?
All right, well, we're going to try this D20 plus 5 because it's an undead.
Yep. Nat 20.
That is what she wrote, motherfucker.
So what is your max damage?
That is a D8 plus 5, so 13.
Jeez. Okay. So Dentry walks up.
Plus the plus 3 because it's an undead.
Yeah, Dentry walks up and makes it look easy and swings, and this wraith lets out a shriek and just kind of dissipates into the air around the room and is no longer with us. But who wants to make the roll on the treasure table? since this was her room.
Do it, Dentry.
Yeah.
Yep, you killed it. Yep. You
Bang
killed
boy.
it, you skin it, motherfucker. Yeah. Hey,
Bang
that's a good
boy.
roll. Hell yeah.
So close. 34 is nothing.
Damn it.
Oh man, I hear you. What do we need? Like under 30 or something?
Yep, 30 was the max.
Ah,
Oh, man. Okay.
Well, good try, man.
So that's all you find in this room.
We know where the go upstairs is, but I don't know if we should go upstairs next. Does the outside of the building look like this tower was a singular thing, or is it just an access to the next level, do we think?
It's just there is a tower on the outside, and now opening the door, I mean, that's really all that's in there. This stairwell kind of circles its way up to the next floor.
All
Okay.
right.
I think we should clear this more.
All right,
first.
then we're just gonna come to right over here,
Okay.
and that's what we're gonna do. As soon as I figure out where the fuck I am, there I am. All right. Yep. And then here's the major. Is there a trap?
There is
And I
no
should-
trap.
All right. And is the door locked? I'm still gonna try to open it quietly, but I don't.
It is not locked, and you don't open it quietly.
I bet all the hinges are loud here.
Man, I got to start taking other steps to do that.
Next time we're in town, let's buy a can of WD-40.
Got to do it.
I can make some oil with the endless liquids jug.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I'm looking for traps in here. I should have found any, and if there's not, I'm just gonna kind of start creeping on down the
So this
hallway.
this hall, hardwood floors, and walls with like a burgundy plaster ceiling, and you see that there are two doors on the west wall, and there's a door to the north and a door to the south.
Yep. We're following the left. Is that we follow the left wall, and so that's this door right down here.
Okay. So you're gonna
And
check the south door.
yeah, no
Yeah,
traps
you
at
don't-
all. And
you
if it's locked,
Find nothing.
yeah, I'm gonna try to open it quietly.
Okay.
Hey, yeah.
Well, you are successful in opening it quietly. Down here.
About
out of my
fucking time I do
way.
something right.
There we go. So you open this door, and this leads into that corner tower that you were wondering about. And the floor in here is not hardwood; it is all stone, stone floor, stone walls, and there are two doors leading to the south.
So I'm gonna go to this one right here
Okay.
and keep doing what I do, looking for traps and trying to be quiet about it.
So there are no traps, but the door is swollen and stuck in the door jamb.
Then I'm
Dentry.
gonna step aside and call for my muscle man.
This door
Yeah.
calls for orc. Phew. Wow. Now, I'm pretty positive a 1 probably does that, but let me double check. Yeah, a 1 is going to unstick that door. Dentry just...
If one doesn't do it, then we're really screwed.
yeah, Dentry just doesn't even really look like he put any effort into it. He just leans up against the door and it busts open. So, this room... so the stone in this tower it's a dark gray. In this room, it is floors, walls, 10-foot ceiling. There is a scratched up hardwood staircase, and it goes up to like a little stone landing, and then continues up to the next floor. This door that you opened is an iron-studded wooden door, and this staircase, when you look at it, it looks wobbly and maybe it's unsafe. And you can tell that the staircase has clearly suffered moisture damage over the many years.
All right. I did a quick search for traps and looking around to see if anything looks secretly hidden or whatever, loose boards, anything on the floor. And if not, just gonna move over to the next one.
Okay.
Yeah. And so looking for traps and try to open it quietly if it's not locked. If not, that's a pick lock roll.
So it is not locked, and you do open the door as quietly as possible. And this room. So this room does have hardwood floors, and there are beams on the ceiling. Dark gray stone walls, and the beams are actually going across a stone floor above it, or the stone ceiling. There's a stone floor on the floor above. There is a trestle table and chairs set up in the room, and you can see that on the walls there are armor and weapon racks.
We've got to look over all this shit. Bowman goes in and starts looking at all the armaments and weapons, see if anything stands out as fancy.
So, which racks are you looking at? Are you looking at armor or are you looking at weapons?
Well, let's do armor.
Okay.
Fuck it.
So you look over the armor racks, and there is all of the armor racks are empty except for one, and you can see that this rack holds a suit of scale mail.
Huh.
Now, scale mail. Let me double check something here.
I think it's in line with clericy type shit, but not.
I think I am wearing that, aren't I?
I think you're wearing chain, aren't you?
Oh, you're right, I am. Yeah, that's mine for flow.
Let me pull up old school armory, and I can tell you. Oh wait, never mind. I put it in here. So scale mail has base AC of 6. So it'd be 6 minus your dexterity modifier.
Right. Does this have any special writings on it or anything to make? Does it, the condition? Does it make it look like it might be magical because it's not tarnished and worn and rusted and fucked?
So aside from the fact that it is dusty and could use a good polishing, and maybe the scales are a little bit tarnished. It appears to be in perfect condition, aside from just being a little dirty and needing polishing.
Maybe someone should try it on.
Yeah. Mavis, would you like to try this armor on?
Sure, I'll try it on.
Because, Jackson and Dentry both have magic plate mail-y shit, right?
No,
Yeah.
Jackson just has plain old chain mail, and Dentry has on the hell was it?
So if you've got chainmail, this scale mail is not going to be. Standard scale mail is that in between leather and chain. Chain would be better AC than scale.
Okay, and it's not magical after I try it on.
So
All
you
right.
try it in. It is +1 scale mail. So its AC would be, its base AC would be 5 minus your dexterity modifier, or
Okay.
technically it could be plus your dexterity modifier depending on how bad your dex is.
The chain
Why you gotta
would
keep saying it like
be
that? Why
better.
you gotta keep doing that?
I'll keep the chain on, but should we take this with us to sell since it's so
Oh,
nice?
hell yeah. It's +1 scale mail.
Yep.
Yep.
AC
Okay,
5.
cool.
So it will not fit in your bag of holding.
Hmm.
So is it equivalent to chainmail since it's +1?
It is.
Do they give you more movement?
It would be lighter armor if you're. So,
My
chain.
movement sucks.
Hold on here.
So
Let
maybe I
me.
should-
Yeah, I
let-
mean, if it's equivalent to what you have on, but better movement.
Let
That'd be
me
fine.
double check.
Yeah, Jackson doesn't need more movement enhancement. I mean, he goes anywhere the fuck he
Exactly.
wants anyway at will.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so I mean,
I'd love to have 30 feet of movement again.
well then you take this scale mail +1 AC5 and
Yeah, I would say that scale mail would count as light armor.
Cool. All right.
Do
I
it.
am very happy with finding that. Then.
So without treasure, your movement would become 90 feet, 30 feet.
Awesome. They're good.
all right, and then the chainmail that wasn't magic anyway, we're just gonna
We can leave. Yeah.
we'll leave it here if
And then, of
Somebody
course, there is a weapons rack to look at as well.
right, but I rolled my one and looking. Someone else is gonna look at the weapons rack and right. I mean that's fair.
Okay. So you guys do find most of the weapons in the rack are rusted, falling apart. Clearly mundane items, except for one item. You find a poleaxe.
That's
I
gonna
don't know what
reach,
that is.
correct?
So poleaxe. Let's see. That is a polearm. So it doesn't have reach. It is a two-handed weapon, but what it does have is brace. So brace, you can brace against. If you brace it, the end against the ground, it does double damage against charging opponents.
Hmm.
I'm thinking Jackson could probably use the thing better than anybody else because he's got the speed to get out in front of these fucking mounts and set that shit up.
True.
What a weird way to do. I'd run in front of the mount, turn around, set the thing, it runs right into me. I'm like playing like the Flash over here.
Right?
Well, I mean, I'm trying to think strategically about, when we get this shit, who can get the biggest impact out of whatever trinket or toy. And if this has withstood the test of time, it's probably got some magic enhancements. And so if we fight mounted motherfuckers, I would like to have that shit in front of the mounted motherfuckers as they come charging in, because that's how you get the optimal shit.
You're able to determine, I mean, just by examining the other weapons that are in the rack around it, this is clearly a +1 poleaxe.
Yeah, so put
All
that
right.
on Jackson unless anybody has an objection. I think he's the one that can get in front of mounted crazy folk.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody else that could use it better.
Yeah, up to you guys.
What is the damage roll on a poleaxe?
So polearms do...
One.
They do 1d10,
Oh shit.
and it is a two-handed weapon. So you wouldn't be able to use a shield.
Well, I don't think. Oh wait, no. Jackson does have a shield. He has a +1 shield.
So you're using the polearm, that means your AC would increase by 2.
Yeah. Jackson's AC is pretty crap to begin with because of the bad decks. So he has chainmail, which would make it 6, or is chainmail 5?
Chainmail is 5.
But then the negative dex put it at 6. Then the +1 shield put it back to 4. So yeah, okay, my AC is accurate at 4.
Yep.
So I would drop to 6, which means I'm just gonna get hit all the time.
Probably, yes. Especially now that you guys are climbing the ladder of powerful bad guys.
Now, if I
No.
give it to Dentry, he only loses 1 AC from his shield.
Right. Unless, I mean, he's not using a +1 shield or anything. It's just a
Nope,
mundane.
just a regular old shield.
Yeah, he would just lose 1.
If you want Dentry to have it, I don't give a shit either. I mean, I've got the throwing axe and the magic armor and the magic longsword, and I've got magic arrows. So
Is it something where I can hold on to it for later? Or do I have to equip it and make it like my main weapon right now?
No, you could hold on to it for later. You could switch out or drop it when you get into combat, or strap it to your backpack, whatever you want to do.
All right, then that's what I'll do for now.
Okay.
you could probably attach a little flag to it so it wave behind you.
Right.
Just kind of stick it up,
Yeah.
I'll be the flag bearer for the group.
Yeah.
I like that.
+1 4 D10 plus.
And so I guess that's it here with all our
I think
inspections.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like it.
Then I'm forced to make the corner headed back up this way and gonna look for traps as I always do. I don't find any, so I'm gonna try to open the door quietly. And yeah, it's kind of quiet, I guess. Or if it's locked, that's me picking the lock.
Borman, roll a d6.
Oh, man.
How about 2?
Yeah. And I'll roll a d6. Oh, so I guess it doesn't matter. So you open the door, and in here, this is. So there are hardwood floors, white plaster, and wood beams, 10-foot ceiling. Iron banded. The door is iron banded, but in here you surprise a white. It looks like it is the corpse of the head housemaid. And you both surprise each other. So you essentially open this door, and both you and the white are like, "Oh shit!" And everybody needs to roll initiative, and the white gets a whole terrifying 2.
I swear that third roll is always a 6.
Yeah, Dentry's got a massive.
Dentry stays at a 2. Jackson stays at a 1. Toomey stays at a 6. It's the exact same initiative I had last time.
All right.
All right.
Everybody in? Okay.
I've entered in my initiative.
All right. So Borman, what do you want to do?
Man, this ain't white. And so I'm gonna run up, walk up to him, and kind of tell him, man, I'm sorry about this, but you've got to go.
Oh, so Borman steps in and goes to try and stab the white, and overreaches, and the white is going to try and pimp slap him at a -2. Oh, I don't know that. What's Borman's AC?
-2.
Yeah, with the 10, he only
Sword
hit
board,
AC.
baby.
He only hit AC 7, so that's not gonna do it.
Oh hell yeah! He's not that badass. He might hit really hard, but he doesn't hit very well.
What would
So.
Toomey like to do?
Does Toomey even know? I mean, Toomey's not human, so Toomey's just chilling. And
I'm
without-
sure that Toomey would have heard Borman let out his little
Man,
girly
when I hit my shit
girly
on that
shriek.
bed corner, man, fucking, I went, oh shit!
All right. Toomey runs into the room, sees what happened, sees what's in the room, and runs the fuck back out.
Toomey does not like undead.
Toomey's like, fuck!
All right,
Not
so
Is an undead, is a white corporeal or is a white, like, incorporeal?
it looks like a well, let me read the description of Le White. It's worse than that. It looks like white people. It looks like a corpse of a human or demi-human that has been possessed by malevolent spirits.
So it's got flesh.
Oh.
Yeah, like
Well, in that
tightly
case-
drawn across its skeletal features. It's lovely.
Then in that case, Toomey gets here. Wait, there we go. Toomey was here. Toomey was here. Toomey was here. Somebody's got 5 feet left. Okay, fuck it. Toomey goes to there in the air and tries to swipe at this undead thing that may have hurt my friend.
Okay.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Thaco 18. I can hit
AC 4.
AC 4.
That is just barely a miss.
Wait, is it AC 5? I thought it was AC 5. Am I reading this wrong?
So, oh wait. Yeah, so Toomey hits AC. Yes, you hit. You're right. Sorry, I was looking at Thaco 17.
Am I? Okay. You say I hit. I hit. That's what I'm going
Yep.
with.
Yep, 13 hits
Alright.
AC 5.
It's got shit armor class. But if it hits somebody, it might do some fucking stanky stank. So watch your ass.
So Toomey slashes across the white's chest, and you can see that there are slash marks, and the slash marks quickly stitch themselves back up.
Ooh,
Oh,
not good.
Well, Toomey, being a cat, is going to go for it anyway.
That hits again, and same thing. But, I mean, Toomey can latch on and do her little bunny kick, rake.
Isn't that ironic?
Ugh. How horrible is that I finally get a rake and it gets something again that takes no damage?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's horrible, man.
So, yeah, Toomey latches onto this white and does her rake attack, and the white the white is aghast. Dad joke. And so but you can see that all the scratch marks on the white just stitch themselves right back up. But they do leave terrible looking scars. What would Allura like to do?
She can make it to the other side of the bed and try and throw the dagger.
Okay. Oh.
Good shot. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that hits. You hit AC2. That hits the white. Okay. So that really got the white's attention because that actually hurt. And the dagger buries itself in the white's chest and then flings back into Allura's hand. And the white kind of lets out a noiseless scream. You can see its mouth open, but nothing comes out. Malachi Todd.
see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can get right to the doorway. So maybe I could just kind of squeeze my head in, and I will say to it in the chaotic, uh, uh, we've come to reclaim the Braunhaven estate. Stop assaulting the queen. And I'll point to Alora.
Yeah, it doesn't care.
It might not, but she's wearing the Braunhaven crown and jewels and shit, so, yeah.
Yeah, it has morale 12, so it
Yeah.
never has to make a morale check.
Well, yeah. Well, again, I'm doing what I'm trying to do. I'm fascinated by the wonderful presentation of the undead.
Right.
I'm watching it and going, oh, yes, this is great. I'm taking notes.
What would Willow like to do?
Willow is going to go right over here in the corner and watch.
Okay. And Dentry.
Dentry can like walk a few feet. So Dentry basically just walks back in the hallway like, hey, what'd I miss?
Clang, 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 clang. Mavis.
I'll try and
Oh, you
Grab
better
the
roll
holy-
good now. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
kill this
2d6.
fucker.
To
Big money, no whammies.
come on. Okay, that's better.
There's that 11 I said.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was a delayed 11.
So he counts as 4 hit dice. Yeah. You turn him. And he is turned and is going to try to on his turn is going to, well, it is his turn. He is shit. You guys kind of boned him.
Yeah, it's fine now.
He runs back to this corner to get away from Mavis, and that's as far as he can go.
Does Toomey get dragged along if Toomey was raking, or did Toomey let go after raking?
He would let go.
Okay.
Right. Yes. Yeah, so the white, so let's see here. Turning. Turned undead will leave the area if possible and will not harm or make contact with the cleric. Yeah, he cannot escape. He wants to get as far away from the cleric as possible, and that is all he can do. Jackson, what would you like to do?
Jackson has a whole ass group of people to run through to get there, but pew, 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 pew. And then attack with the short. Short.
The
I
Schwartz.
can talk, I swear.
The
My
Schwartz.
short. I'm going to Schwartz him to death. Damn you, why? Stop clicking the wrong thing. I swear my mouse has got a mind of its own today. 11 with a THAC0 of 17.
You would hit
Means
AC
I can
6. That is a miss. The Wraith kind of parries your attack and swats the blade away. We're back to Borman.
Step up and hit him with my sword.
Ooh,
Hopefully.
that's a hit.
Yeah. So let's do this. +2. 3 points of damage. It's magical.
Yep. So he takes 3, and your sword slashes across him and opens up his belly, and a terrible stench comes out when you do that, but it does not stitch itself back up. And so, like, part of his guts are hanging out now.
Yeah.
Toomey.
Shumi is like, fuck, why didn't you get hurt? And flies above it and tries to do the same thing again, not realizing that it didn't do anything the first time.
Okay.
But all those hits, the cat is committed.
Yes.
And
Cats
Jackson's
do
like,
that dumb shit too. They'll keep attacking something.
But then Jackson tells me to back off.
Okay.
So Toomey goes higher up into the ceiling.
And Alora.
Let's try that dagger one more time.
All right.
Yeah, you need a nat 20 real quick. Wrap this thing up.
It is her
Get
turn.
us that money. Yeah. Well, close enough to a nat 20.
17 hits AC2, so that hits him.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Nice damage.
See, it's the same as if you hit a nat 20.
It is.
Ooh. Yeah, that was more than enough. Your dagger, so Alora throws the dagger and buries it into the forehead of the white, and it crumples to the floor.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, a question of gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
Since it does double damage when thrown, would that have been 2d4s plus 2 instead of plus 1?
Yes.
No, it just does max damage. It doesn't do double damage.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't a nat 20. It's just that it was thrown, so it does double, doesn't it?
Yeah, let me...
That's why
It's,
she gets 2d4.
So
instead
yeah,
of 1d4.
It's 1d4 and a stab, 2d4 to throw.
Yeah, when uses a missile weapon, the dagger inflicts double damage on a successful hit. So yeah, you could do 2d4. So it would be 2d4 plus 1. But one of the things, and one of our viewers brought this up in a comment. So there was a matching set of throwing axes,
Mm.
and I believe
Yeah.
Dentry has one. Is that right?
Yes.
And Borman has one.
Yes.
So Borman's been rolling damage correctly. Dentry, when you throw the axe, you get the it works the same way. So a hand axe, you would be rolling 2d6 plus 1 when
Yeah, I
thrown.
keep forgetting that second d6.
Yeah. So that's something to keep in mind, is that you get, when thrown and you hit, you actually do 2d6. So are you guys searching this room?
Bad
Yes.
player. Bad player.
Yeah, let's look around.
Yeah. We'll roll some dice to look through the room.
So this room does have a... so this is the south room. There's a comfortable-looking single bed sitting in here in the center of the room. It has a down-filled mattress. There is a small 4-foot opening fireplace on the north wall. And there is a wardrobe on the west wall and a small writing desk on the south wall.
We got to at least look in the chimney
Oh shit!
hole and all of that of the fireplace, but we didn't really roll that well.
So Borman's looking in the fireplace.
You know,
So there is a writing desk, the bed, and of course the wardrobe. Who's looking in what?
Mavis will look in the writing desk, and Laura look in the wardrobe.
So in the drawer of the writing desk, Mavis finds a leather bag.
ooh, I gotta get ready to type. Look at it, Mavis.
What's in there?
So when Mavis opens the leather bag and she looks inside, she sees complete and utter blackness.
Is it?
And immediately she knows what this is, or suspects what this is, because you guys already have one. It is another bag of holding.
Sweet.
Very good.
There's another one.
So we
But
could put a bag of holding in a bag of holding and get double the capacity.
yeah, that's how that works, right? Yeah, or a nuclear explosion, one or the other.
Oh, we don't know those mechanics yet.
But Mavis also discovers that the bag of holding is full.
Not empty.
The bag
What's
is
in there?
full? What?
There
What's it called?
in the bag of holding is 2,000 gold pieces.
Holy
Hope
shit.
that's his shit. Hell yeah. But that's a lot of experience.
Who's writing it down?
I got
Uh,
it.
He
Okay,
gets
cool.
gold and I get items, and you
Okay.
get potions
Okay, cool.
and spell
So
scrolls.
there are 2,000 gold pieces and 500 electrum pieces.
2,500 electrum. Got it.
Is
Found
that it?
her
Hold on.
retirement account.
Well, I mean, if she might have some items too, who knows? Maybe, you know.
So, who's checking the bed?
That will be Malachi.
So he doesn't find anything on the bed, but Malachi realizes that because it takes you 10 minutes to really search a room, realizes that this is as good a spot as any. You guys are due for a 10-minute rest so that you don't fatigue yourselves. And Malachi kind of pokes at the mattress, this down-filled mattress, and realizes, hey, this is a good spot for us to take a 10-minute rest. Who's
We
checking?
can do that.
Who's checking the wardrobe?
Laura.
Well, that is completely appropriate. So Alora opens the wardrobe, and aside from some moth-eaten clothes and a cloak, there's a broom leaning up against the corner in the
Yeah.
wardrobe.
I'll take a broom.
You're about to get some movement.
Uh,
When we get outside, if you could fly around on that broom with that throwing dagger, there's not going to be anything that can fuck with you.
So
You're gonna be like
during
that.
your guys' 10-minute break that you're taking, Alora finds this broom. It doesn't look, I mean, it looks like a broom. But she does find that there is a arcane word scratched into the broom handle, and learns that this is a broom of flying. The broom has a fly speed of 240 exploration and 80 encounter.
You're writing all that shit down, right?
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
And it can
Encounter.
carry an additional passenger. When carrying two people, the broom speed is 180/60.
That's still really nice. Yeah.
Wow. What an amazing thing.
So now Laura can be like, I can do magic.
Yeah.
I can
She's-
tackle on it.
She's ready to go to fucking Hogwarts.
Gonna play some Quidditch, whatever.
Yeah. And then we take that 10-minute break, right? All hanging out in that room.
Yeah, you guys take a 10-minute break. You can break out some rations if you want. It's been an hour since you got up, so.
She really wasn't that tough of a fucking creature, but
She's not
No.
until she touches you.
right.
And then you're like, oh,
No.
fuck. And not only does she do damage, but she would have suddenly become a lot tougher for you.
I get that. My thing is that her statue in the whole scheme of things is not that up there. It's just not worth collecting her skull over.
No.
But I will take her pinky finger and plan on getting that stripped down to the bone. Maybe put her on a necklace or something. She was worth that, and then maybe suggest that Mavis say some prayerful words to send her on into the next stage of her existence.
You guys do get one roll on treasure type table B. Who wants to make a percentage roll?
I don't know.
There's some
Get the killing.
additional shit in here.
Who did the kill? That was Alora, wasn't it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it was. Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah.
We have established a rule
Ooh.
for this.
Not good.
Yeah, 93
Oh.
doesn't net anything.
She showed us.
So yeah, you guys break out, your rations if you want, and take your 10-minute break. And where do you want to go next?
I'm going to go ahead and turn myself invisible as we go right up here to the next doorway.
Yep, and you can do that once every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Or once every turn.
I'm going to look for traps again.
You don't find any traps, but the door is locked.
Is it really, though?
So you pick the lock.
And then I'm going to try to open it quietly.
Okay. And you find another room. There are 2 bunk beds in this room. Both have down-filled mattresses. There's a small 4-foot opening fireplace on the east wall, north of the door, while a wardrobe stands on the south door.
All right, I'm going to look for traps in the general area before my companions come in. Seeing no traps, I'm going to go ahead and whistle that it is okay. It's okay, guys. Come on in.
So are you guys going to spend a turn searching this room?
Sure.
Well, we're very
this room
greedy
you
people.
don't find anything other than some moth-eaten clothes in the wardrobe. There's nothing else in here.
All right. Well, thank you for fast tracking it so we can move along.
Yes.
I will look for traps on this door because that is the way. And if there's no traps, I will see if the door is locked. If not, I'm going to open it very quietly.
Okay. So all right, hold on here.
I can't believe I forgot fucking detect undead like a dumbass. You know, well, I went a different way with it, sometimes that makes you look great in the head of the bell curve, and other times it makes it look like you suck and you're on the backside of it. And that's what we have here today.
So this room has hunter green and white mosaic floor tiles. There is dark stained wood and white plaster on the 15-foot tall ceiling and walls. And there are these 10-foot tall statues. There's one here, and one here. Let's see here. The statue here on the south wall is a statue of Aepus, the daughter of the rains. On the north, up here, the statues are of Festus, queen of the thawing heart, and who is depicted as an alabaster woman with long black obsidian hair. And next to her is the statue of Maricus, the messenger, depicted as a well-built human man with angelic wings. But even bigger than that, in the wandering around in this hall just aimlessly are 8 skeletons.
Wow. What?
Who will...
that's a perfect turning opportunity if I've ever seen one.
Yeah. I agree.
Everybody roll... Oh, well, first... Oops. First... Skeletons are not... surprised. Borman, roll a d6 since you opened the door.
All right.
And Borman's not surprised, so everybody roll initiative.
That's not the one I want. This is going to line out great because Mavis is going to walk forward and turn all these fuckers, and that's just going to be the end of it.
I hope so. They're pretty low level, I think, so I might be able to pull it off.
Yeah,
But
that's
I
what
could-
I'm thinking.
Yeah, I can still mess it up though. We'll see.
Yeah, they only there are only one hit dice creatures. Mavis is level 4 now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I can
They're
roll
gonna-
sneak eyes.
it's just
we'll
going to
see.
automatically succeed if she tries to turn them.
Yeah, we might as well fast forward to that right there and just move along.
Okay, but if I roll high enough, they'll be destroyed. So it'll be.
Well, they will be destroyed, but I guess you'll roll to see how many are destroyed. So what does
You'll our turn until she goes.
so Alora? What does Alora want to do?
Laura's way in the back, right? Yeah. I don't think she's gonna volunteer to get up in front of everybody and deal with skeletons personally. I'll move up some. How about
Okay.
that? There.
That works. Okay. And invisible Borman. Actually, Borman being invisible, I'm sorry, you're going to get to go twice because you would have gotten a surprise because you're invised.
Right. Well, I mean, even though Mavis is going to totally rule this thing, I still need to come in here and just kind of get right behind this guy and stab him
Okay.
with my sword, because God, I mean, they just get big bonuses and you got to take those. 13, and so I don't know. A 13 hits
That hits.
AC 6.
Yeah, that hits him.
So, all right, AC 6 there, and this is +2.
Holy shit.
So, there you go. 10 points of damage of fuck you.
So,
and,
Borman is no longer invisible, stabs a Skelly in the back, and the skeleton just explodes into bone dust.
yes.
It is Borman's turn again.
Oh, well, God, this next one right here just looks very available, and walk up and tell him, excuse me, you look rather tired. If I can just eat some of my, that's gonna hit. Cause
Yep, that
was very. That
Yeah.
hits ace, yeah. 6 points of damage to the Skelly.
okay. And once again, this skeleton crumbles into a pile on the floor.
Finishing out my movement, I'm just gonna kind of step forward here and yell menacingly at the skeletons, like
Okay.
a proper tank should. Yeah.
What does Malachi Todd want to do?
Oh, well, Malachi can 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 right there, and throw a dagger at this gentleman. This is going to be at +1.
Hmm.
9 is going to miss,
This
I
completely.
believe.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that hits AC 10. So
Yeah.
anyway, yeah. My dagger goes fly. It hits the wall and hits in the ground somewhere around here.
Yep.
I'm just really more amazed at more undead. It's just, this is one of the better days I've had quite some time.
All right. So Mavis, you're up.
Okay. Let's run in there and brandish a holy symbol.
The power of Christ compels you. Yeah, so all of these guys, all of these skeletons, they hold up their hands as soon as Mavis shows her holy symbol, and they are all they just blow up. They explode.
Sweet. Good.
Yeah. That's why we have clerics.
That's right.
And so,
yeah, that's their time to shine.
leading out of this room, there is a iron banded door here, and there is an iron banded door here.
Let's get the last door.
Yeah, I
let's
think
do
if we hit this door, yeah, that's. I agree. I'm just wanting to go into this room here and clear it real quick, and then we need to head upstairs before we head off to the next part. You know what I mean?
Sounds good.
Yeah. So we're gonna be right there, and I'm gonna do my thing with rolling dice.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't find any traps, and if it's unlocked, I open it quietly. If not, I pick the lock,
It is unlocked.
and
And
then I'm gonna step in.
you find that this there's
No
hardwood.
traps in here.
There's hardwood floors. The hardwood goes up to the bottom 3 feet of the walls. There's frescoes and wood beams on the 15-foot ceiling, and there is a 10-foot long dining table that is carved from a single plank of stone oak in the middle of the room.
Oh, that is a beautiful piece of artwork in here, guys. That's why no one trapped this room.
It appears to your eyes that this dining table appears to be a masterful creation of dwarven craftsmanship. And at one time, you can see, these chairs, they're matching stone oak chairs. At one time, they had a deep red velvet cushion that was on the chairs, but most of those have rotted away. But the chairs, of course, being made of stone oak, are there forever. And
Yeah, I mean, we need to quickly start getting these into the wagons and get them headed back to our place until this place can be renovated for our.
I think
You know,
the wagons are kind of far away. I do really like the chairs. I just don't know how.
Well, someone we're after range to get these things moved out. Is that it? It's safe here. Then,
yeah. Aside from that, the frescoes that are on the walls depict woodland scenes of wildlife and elves. Aside from that, there's nothing else in here.
Then down here to the tower, we're gonna head on up.
Okay, let me get everybody together.
We could trap the room so no one can ever mess with those tables and chairs.
And I'll do that.
To the next stage.
Next map.
Yeah.
We're going upstairs?
Yeah.
Did we clear the bottom floor from the other side?
Well, we've cleared all the bottom floor that we have access to here. I figured we'd go upstairs and clear it, and then we could move to the next part of the ring. This is. We've cleared the ground floor of the upper keep west wing. So now I'm thinking we'll go to the second floor of the upper keep west wing.
Ah, yes, I got you. Let's do it.
Yeah. See. Yeah.
So you take these stairs up. There is an iron studded wood door here, but it is swollen and stuck in the door jamb.
Entry.
It's not trapped, Didry.
And Dentry got a 5. Let me double check.
Gentry got a 5. Jackson got a 5. Sorry, guys. That's I used it all. And I used it
Yeah,
all up
this
on the
door
left.
is quite stuck. Does somebody
Borman
else want
got a
to?
1.
Oh,
What kind of door is it?
It's just a wood door with iron studs.
Borman got a 1.
Yeah.
Then
so you got
that'd be
it.
the second roll I did there.
So yeah, Borman is able to get this door open. Hold on here. And you're in a hallway with. Whoops. You're in this hallway with hardwood floors. And there are 3 doors leading off of this hallway.
Well, I probably found any traps that were there. Less, I take penalties for said traps. And then going to this first door here and just keep it on like we normally do.
So this
traps.
door is locked.
Oh, and it doesn't have any traps.
And it's still
And-
locked.
I can't unlock it. We have to force our way. Gentry, will you please use this crowbar?
Wait, we
Or
can
no.
use the chime of opening.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
no shit. Hell yeah, use that. You've been waiting. It's been waiting
Yeah.
for me to fuck up a lock roll, and because I vested in picking locks, because well, that's just what a good scout front person can do is pick locks and sneak and backstab and
That's right.
yeah, that's the honorable combat,
and get first pick of loot.
Oh, I never think of it that way.
Purely coincidental.
Well, out loud.
So you pick the lock, and this room has hardwood stained floors, and the walls are also hardwood, and they are built-in shelves. There's wood beams and white plaster on the 10-foot ceiling, and these shelves. Let's see. Every wall of this room is lined with shelves filled with folded blankets of an extremely high stitch count. Most of the blankets seem to be imported from far-off Arabashia to the east. And you find in here that there are 2 blankets that are still in fairly decent condition. They're worth 50 gold pieces each.
I'm on it. 2 blankets worth 50 gold pieces each. 2 fancy.
Yeah, these are like made of Egyptian cotton.
That's kind of nice.
Got it. All right. And that's it, I guess, here in this neat little room.
That is all that's in here. It was a locked linen closet.
Well, hey, I really like this castle more and more. I mean, I think if we're going to rebuild something, we can rebuild in the town there of Braunhaven, or we could rebuild this castle. And, I mean, this castle is cool.
It is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Anyway, to the next door, looking for traps, as I like to do.
No
And
traps?
Is it locked?
It is not.
Okay, well, I'm going to try to open it quietly. Yeah, somewhat quietly. I passed the quiet roll, but I don't know the mechanics of the door. And, yeah, I'm just going to look for traps as I step in while you read things.
So this is a guest room. It's got dark stained hardwood floors. The bottom 3 feet of the walls are also hardwood. There is a hunter green plaster and dark stained wooden beams on the 15-foot vaulted ceiling. The mattress is a full size bed with a down-filled mattress, and covered with heavy blankets and quilts. The door that you just checked is an iron-bound wood door, and that's what you see in here. Hold on.
Gonna have to roll to check the place out, I guess. Search the place down. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. So you do find something. You find a leather pouch with 15 gems worth 150 gold pieces each.
That's a nice find.
Heck yeah. You're gonna be in good shape at the end of this one.
Yeah. And if that's it, then we're just gonna head over to the next little door here and rinse and repeat, I guess. You know, there's no traps. Is the door locked?
It is not locked.
I'm trying to open it quietly. And
You are
it's
confident
really
with that?
loudly open the fucking door, going, "Hey, hell yeah, we're moving on now, man."
Okay, so
No chance of surprising anybody with all that bullshit. Oh, what a big ass room.
So, in the first thing that you immediately notice is that in the middle of this room is a 10-foot tall statue that is completely barbaric. It seems to be made out of bone, and it has 4 arms. And each arm is holding a scimitar.
Ooh.
The room has forest green and white mosaic tile floors, dark stained wood and off-white plaster for the walls, and a 15-foot vaulted ceiling. The statue, however, as soon as you come in, and you are not surprised, the statue comes to life.
Well,
It is a 10-foot tall bone golem.
Okay.
And
that's crazy. So I guess we're gonna go into the combat part of the phase.
Yes, everybody roll initiative.
What
happened to the stack?
I don't
He
know.
had to restart it. 'Cause it came to a new level.
Yep, sorry. Derp, 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 derp. There you go.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm missing Jackson.
That's weird. You should be there.
Oh, there he is.
Okay. So, Borman, you see this 10-foot tall. So let's see. What does this say? The 10-foot tall construct of human bone crafted into a humanoid shape has forearms attached at different places on the torso. He can make 4 attacks. And he can attack up to 2 people per round.
Wow. And I think we ought to do tactical distance and retreat for a moment. You know, I don't think this thing is going to be very fast. You know.
Maybe.
Retreat to where? We have a hallway.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
I mean,
true.
if we just backed up about 10 or so feet, yeah. All right, then let's just run up and do it. Fuck it. I'm
I
gonna
was
run
like,
up.
we have nowhere to retreat to.
Well, yeah, you're right. So fuck it. Here we go. We're gonna run up there, and I'm gonna hit this motherfucker with my longsword.
All right.
I don't think that's gonna hit.
Yeah, an 8 hits AC 9, and this guy's got AC 2, so new.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, there I am. I'm being a tank.
Malachi.
Malachi is going to step in here and throw a dagger
All right.
up at the guy. You know. Oh, that will hit like AC 2.
So a 17 does hit. Is Malachi using a magical dagger?
No.
So the dagger sticks into, it goes through the rib cage and actually sticks into this 10-foot tall golem's spine, and it doesn't affect him at all.
Well, there you go.
and attack magically.
Oh.
Gentry.
Sentry is going to remember that he has axes that do different damage. Move into here. I remember my axes do different damage now, so haha. Let's actually try to hit the thing, though.
What level is Gentry?
Dentry's level 4.
And he's a fighter, right?
Yep. So I have a Thaco of 17.
Yes.
And there's a +1. So it's a D20 +1.
Oh.
Yep.
So Gentry throws his hand axe, and it misses and kind of swings around the room and comes back to him. Mavis.
Then I'm dead.
He is not. He is a golem. He's a construct.
Okay. Bad. Cool, I can reach it. I finally have enough distance. Okay, I'll try and snack it.
Okay.
Damn it.
No. Nope. That is a miss. It blocks your mace with one of its scimitars. Willow the War Dog.
Willow hasn't been told to attack, so he is just going to kind of come right in here and watch and kind of growl menacingly.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure that neither Willow or Timmy like the 10-foot tall, four-armed skeleton construct, like, at all. The Bone Golem is going to make 2 attacks on Mavis and 2 attacks on Borman. So... Okay, scimitars do 1d8 for damage. on Mavis, and 8's not gonna do. What's Mavis's AC?
3.
Oh. And he got an 8? Well, that was close, Mavis. Yeah, he hit AC 4 with an 8.
Wow.
Second attack on Mavis. A 12 is going to hit, I'm sure.
Okay.
Yeah, he hit AC 0, so he is going to do 1 point of damage to Mavis.
Okay.
And then 2
Got it.
attacks on Borman. First attack, an 11. And Borman's at -2?
-2. Yeah.
An 11 misses.
That's close.
And his second attack misses.
That's
All right.
beautiful.
Jackson,
That's,
what would you like to do?
guy, whoever constructed this thing should have used the bones of warriors.
Mavis is like, I got a paper cut and it hurts really bad. I stubbed my toe.
Jackson comes up. And does all over 12.
What's Jackson's Thaco?
17.
So you'd have hit AC 5. That does indeed. The Bone Golem parries and it takes no damage. Toomey the Fairy Cat.
Jackson tells Toomey to stay back, realizing that this thing can't be hurt by non-magical stuff. So Toomey hangs out with Willow.
Okay. And finally, Alora.
Okay, let's move up here and throw a dagger. Damn. Doubt that hits.
An 11 would hit. You're Thaco 19, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that would hit AC 8. That is a negative.
Okay.
Back to Borman.
I've just got to keep doing what I'm doing here and hope things work out. That's
Yeesh.
yeah. So I'm thinking that's going to miss.
Yeah, 6 isn't going to do it. Malachi.
Malachi has nothing effective to do at this moment.
Okay. Gentry.
Gentry says, screw this whole throwing stuff at it. Moves up. And goes for a proper attack.
All right.
With the flaming sword.
There you go. That is a hit.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
For 5. Or, no, 8.
8 points of flaming swordy damage.
So Malachi, or I'm sorry, Dentry comes up, swings his flaming sword, and you can see chunks of, bone get shipped off of this thing. It has clearly taken a wound, but it is still pretty healthy. Mavis.
Okay. Let's see if the +1 mace can do something.
Oh.
No, it can't.
It again parries Mavis, and we're back to Willow.
Willow is a pass, growl, bark, snarl, wag tail.
All right, so this time it is going to make 2 attacks on Dentry, and it's going to make 2 attacks on Jackson. So first on Dentry, first attack. No. Second attack. Ooh. 19.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that would have a 19 would have hit -5 AC. So yeah, and he slashes you for 8 points of damage.
Holy shit.
Ouch.
She's right.
Well, it takes a -2 to attack anybody except for Dentry now.
True.
That's true. And then on Jackson,
It still would have hit your ass.
miss, and a 15. What's Jackson's AC?
Or
Well, it doesn't matter. He'd hit -3 AC. I'm sure that hits.
yeah, it hit.
And so Jackson takes 1 point of damage.
Oh.
All right. So, yeah, Dentry has a bloody stripe across his armor where the scimitar caught meat. What would Jackson like to do?
You need to roll a 20, Jackson.
I've spoke before. I want to take a limb off. An 18 will do.
Oof.
That
Oof.
is funny.
Ah.
Watching the digital dice is so much better than watching the not.
Yeah. So you try to go for one of the limbs, and its two lower limbs kind of cross the scimitars and block your sword attack. Toomey
Jimmy's kicking it.
and Alora.
We'll try and throw that dagger again. On. Damn it.
Nope. All right. And back to Borman. Yeah, the dagger goes flying around the room and comes back to Alora like a ugly boomerang. A 12.
Is not going to do it, man. 12 hits AC 7.
What's your Thaco?
19.
Oh, yeah, no, that's not going to do it.
Yeah. 3rd level fighter.
Malachi. God, you don't have any spells or anything?
Maybe you could try and trip it or something.
No, I mean Malachi. I did a poor choice of things. I thought I was being crafty when I chose, but I mean I can't redistribute my spell slots for the day, man. And I mean my spells are marionette. Well, maybe marionette might do something to the thing.
Before you decide to cast
I want to
that,
read it.
What level is that?
It's a 1st level spell.
Let's see here. So it says takes control of a single creature moving around as they wish, like a puppet.
That's cool.
This is a creature. Well, it's a construction, man.
Yeah, but so of a human, so spell can target either a corporeal undead monster of up to 4 hit dice, or a human, demi-human, or human-like monster. I'm going to say that it wouldn't affect a golem. So the reason I would say that it wouldn't affect a golem is because it is a construct.
Yeah. And my other spell that I have going on is that bone armor that gives me the AC of 5.
So constructs are unharmed by gas, unaffected by charm, hold, and sleep spells. I would kind of classify marionette in the same kind of range.
Yeah. If I had decay or something like that, I would be doing stuff. But I'm sorry. The best I can do is make myself so the thing can't see me, and I don't necessarily know I want to do that right now. So I'm just gonna stay back and offer encouragement.
Okay, you guys are doing great.
Yeah.
We're back to Dentry.
Gentry will be showing off with his flaming sword of flaminess.
Oh no. So Dentry goes to attack the golem, and the golem kind of twists his scimitar, and Dentry's sword flies and lands over here on the other side of Mavis. Mavis, what would you like to do?
I'll try and do the mace, +1 mace again.
Okay. Ooh. 13. So your mace does connect with like his shin, but you hit and your mace just kind of bounces off of him.
Even that's +1? Okay.
Willow's gonna stay back. Is that
That is correct.
all right?
Willow can go fetch the freaking sword.
Well, he's. Ooh, I don't know. I don't even know if I could make that happen without any kind of pre-training or anything like that on that.
Okay. All right. Well, Malachi can do it, if nothing else.
Well, roll a d6 if you want to give that command.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, retrieve his sword.
Nope.
Willow
has his ears perked up and is turning his head to the side like, what? What are you telling me to do?
Do what now? Okay.
When I get Albus Dumblecorg, then you know he'll have the retrieval properties. But
There you go.
So the Golem will make 2 attacks on Mavis and 2 attacks on Borman.
Okay.
At
say
-2.
he's being fair, yeah.
Nat 20
Damn it.
Okay.
on Mavis. So Mavis is going to take 8 points.
Okie doke.
And second attack. 10. Hits AC 2. What is Mavis's AC?
3.
Ah, he hits again on Mavis. That's not good.
Ooh, are you okay, Mavis?
I'm not dead.
For another
Mavis, Are
7.
you okay? Are you okay?
I'm hurt. Yeah, I'm hurting. I'm not
Are
dead
you
though.
okay, Mavis?
All right. He's going to make 2 attacks on Borman. First attack is 7.
That's not gonna hit
Yeah,
my
no,
AC
that
minus
hits
2,
AC
man.
5. And
Yeah.
second attack, a nat 20.
Damn it.
Borman
Well, I will
takes
take-
8 points.
Well, that's unfortunate.
So
I mean, I
Jackson,
tried with a -2.
you
But I
see,
can't help it.
you see
Against a
this.
nat 20.
So Jackson sees this bone golem land 2 very solid hits on Mavis and Borman. What does Jackson want to do?
Jackson tells Toomey, go get the sword, and then proceeds to attack.
Roll a d6.
Oh. Want me to roll the d6 now or attack after I attack?
Go ahead and roll the d6 now, because we already have that recorded. You did hit with a 19.
And that's a choppable offense.
Yes. And 2, Toomey does go over and grab the sword.
Cool.
So Jackson brings his sword down and slices off one of the arms of the golem. So the golem only has 3 attacks now.
Oh, good.
And
Oh, yeah, to give it damage.
yeah, go ahead and roll your damage.
Yeah, that's important.
Nice. -8. Okay. Yeah, so one of the arms flies off, and Toomey goes over here to retrieve the sword. On Toomey's turn, Toomey can take the sword to Dentry. Of course, it is a sword, and so Toomey is like dragging it on the floor. But is able to drag it over to where Dentry can reach down and pick it up. Alora, what would you like to do?
I think she's gonna go tag Mavis on the back.
Okay. Well, that's probably a good idea.
And then the D6 +1.
All right.
Something. Okay.
There's 4 back.
Alright.
Borman, now that you're bloodied, what are you gonna do?
Well, that is just really unacceptable. I'm
Ugh.
not going to do a damn thing.
So yeah, it cling defends itself, and there's Malachi. Anything? Nothing?
Yeah, I don't really have anything I can do. I mean,
Yeah, we're
nobody's really.
gonna pick up some magic weapons for Malachi, or something.
Well, that's someday over the rainbow.
Staves
Anyway,
or wands, something.
Malachi could have been using the dang pole arm for now. Then
I don't think he could. Let's see.
no, I can use daggers.
Daggers and staves and wands.
Yeah.
+1X.
All right. So Dentry.
Can Malachi come grab the +1X from me?
I don't think Malachi. I mean, Malachi would be at a negative to hit, like to use the axe. Let's see. Yeah, he can only his proficiencies are daggers and staves.
Yeah, I did a poor choice of spells. I apologize.
And so, actually, let me double check here. It says.
Yeah.
Is there anything that would prevent him from like tripping or restraining or something? I'm just trying to think of other actions.
I mean, he could try to trip him.
Something.
So let me hold on. Let me look up.
Then he's in range.
Morale. Where's my Here we go. Weapon proficiency. It says non-proficient attacks. A character using a weapon that they are not proficient with incurs a penalty to attack rolls. Martial characters would suffer a -2. Semi-martial characters -3. Non-martial, which would be Malachi, he'd be at a -5 penalty to attack with anything that's not a staff or a dagger.
That's fine. Yeah.
But I mean, at least he'd be able to attempt to do something.
Yeah, I'll try to poke from afar with the staff. I mean,
you're talking about the +1 pole axe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll get it, and then I'll just kind of see. That's 10.
You can move
15.
like right here.
I can. I'll move right here and just kind of squeeze in there, and I'll take a swipe, I guess. So it's a +1 pole axe, so I'm only at a -3, I guess.
What's your strength modifier?
Not my strong suit. I can tell you that. I'm scrolling up to it. Hold on. Oh, it's a 10, so nothing.
So you'd be at -4 to hit.
All right, but it's a +1 pole axe.
Right. You're at -5 because you're a non-martial character.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So with +1, you'd be at -4.
Hell yeah. -4. Rolling.
Yep, that's a miss.
Yeah, there.
But at least you're able to do something with that. Or attempt to.
Well, if it hits me, I do damage to it, so there's that.
Sorry, we got on a tangent and got out of order. So, Mavis, what would you like to do?
I think it could end me, but let me think.
I mean, if you got to back up, man. Don't
fight to the death.
Yeah, back up and take a potion or do what the fuck you want.
Okay, yeah, I'll take a potion.
So you can make an attack and or
No, I gotta pick one, right?
Yeah, if you want to do a fighting withdrawal, you can move half your movement and allow you to drink your potion.
Okay. Okay, I think I could weather an attack or two.
Okay.
Now, so that's good.
And Willow the War Dog
does nothing.
Okay. Back to the Bone Golem. So he's only got 3 attacks. He is going to make one attack, or he's going to do 2 attacks on Dentry and 1 attack on Jackson. So on Dentry, he is at regular attack. Are you for fucking real? So he reaches out, and Dentry, you get a free attack at -2 on the Bone Golem.
Which is really a +1. So
Yeah, you miss with a. You would have hit AC 7, it looks like. And his second attack is also a. Well, keep forgetting, this guy's got Thaco 12. But he would have hit AC 7 as well. So he misses. And he gets 1 attack at -2 on Jackson. With a 10.
against the AC 4.
Yeah, so he would have hit AC 2. So Jackson is going to take 5 points.
You're about to lose another arm here.
Don't make me cut off the other one. All right.
Maybe this thing will fall soon. I mean, we're due to a good round of hits on it, man.
What would Jackson like to do?
Jackson will swing again.
What is Jackson's Thaco?
17.
Yeah, and 11 hits AC 6, so that is not going to connect. And we're back to Toomey.
Toomey has given the sword, and Toomey is like, I'm good. Lilo, how you doing?
I am out of here. Alora.
Let's see. I'm trying to decide between potions and just attacking. I think what she'll do is she'll give maybe Dentry a potion of speed
Ooh, what's that
to
do?
get double attacks per round.
Yeah, so let me look it up. I will tell you exactly. It's a potion of speed, you said?
Yeah.
Characters' movements and actions are magically accelerated. Movement rate is doubled. The number of attacks per round the character can make is doubled. And other actions may be performed at double speed.
Enjoy.
Thank you. You're an all-star.
Let me erase that somewhere.
So that will take an action for Dentry to drink that.
Ah, son of a bitch.
I thought I poured it in him.
Well, I mean, yeah, I suppose you could go up and spoon it in him. Make the airplane noise.
The airplane noise, yeah.
So, yeah, Alora's actions, she comes up and pours a open up, big boy.
Does she do it all sexy like the bartenders?
No,
Sure.
Probably not.
Ah.
I mean, Alora's kind of goth, so it's going to come out bitchy no matter what she says. And she could be as nice as can be, and it's
Jerk.
yeah, it's just going to sound bitchy, and it's going to smell like Nog Champa. Borman, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna try to hit him
Holy
with the damn-
shit! Ugh, we're just in a rut of bad rolls.
Yeah.
Back to Malachi. He's at -4 with that pole axe.
Wonderful.
Ooh.
14, but my Thaco is 19.
Yeah,
so-
he only hit AC 5. He got close. The with his one arm, the bone golem has to parry. Dentry, now with your hasted self.
Oh yeah, guys, that's what really good. I'm about to tell you to do the old Jackson.
After drinking the potion, Dentry's hair stands straight on end.
That's right.
So a 15 hits, AC 2.
Yeah. Where the hell is my others?
For 7, okay. And Dentry gets another attack. 13 is going to miss because it hits AC 4.
God.
You bit into him once. Does a golem? Yeah, no. He's got morale 12. Golems never retreat. Never retreat. Never surrender. Mavis, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna try and hit him again.
Go for it. Ugh.
Come on.
No
man.
shit, this is ridiculous. You guys need to change colors.
I guess so.
Willow the War Dog.
Oh, nothing. Pass.
Still staying? Alright, so Bone Golem is going to spread the love around. He will do 2 attacks on Mavis and 1 attack on Malachi. All at -2. 15 on Mavis is going to hit for 7.
God.
Second attack completely whiffs it. Doesn't you don't even have to parry. It just woof, right over your head. And 1 attack on Malachi at
AC
2.
5.
14 is going to hit -2, so he does hit Malachi
Oh.
for 7 points.
Okay. So.
I don't know how many hit points Malachi's got, but that's got to hurt.
Oh, it hurt very much because Malachi had 13 hit points, and now he is at 6. So that really hurt. But I had my bone armor up.
Well, that's good.
And, yeah, and so that, let me see what
That
kind
reduces
of damage.
it by 5.
No, it doesn't reduce the damage, does it?
It hold on. What level spell is that?
It's a 2nd level spell.
So bone armor, plates of jagged bone surround the caster. The bone armor grants AC 5 in melee. Any creature that successfully attacks the caster in melee suffer. Oh, he's going to take 1d3 damage.
That's right.
So roll a d6.
And when this armor takes 8 points of damage, it falls off. I'm 3rd level, so I'll roll a d6.
So it's got 1 more point that it can take. So he's going to take 1 point of damage from connecting with you.
Yeah.
All right. And then Jackson, what would you like to do?
Now back to that whole thing about you not having another arm.
Oh shit.
Son of
No.
Please tell me I didn't just take somebody else's arm off.
Nat 20. So Jackson goes to try and cut off the other arm, and the bone golem doesn't attack. Instead, he grabs. He kind of, as his sword comes through, he tucks his arm under him, and Jackson is now grappled with the bone golem.
Oh hell no!
And is being held by one of the 3 arms. To me.
Toomey is gonna see me in trouble and just come behind me and be like, well,
Yes. Yes. I have a cat that does that myself. Alora, what would you like to do?
I should attack because we're in trouble.
Nice.
So that's
You threw the
9.
dagger?
Yeah,
Okay, so that is 9.
cool.
Ouch. Yeah. So Alora's dagger, she throws it and it goes right into the forehead of the bone golem and flies back out into her hand. That really did a number on him. But he's still moving around. Borman, you can do it.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and attack again. So this will be at +2. 13. That's not gonna hit him, man. 13 hits AC 6.
Yep, that is a miss. Hold on here.
All right. Yeah.
Man, you guys are going to get a lot of XP for this. Okay. We're back to Malachi. Come on, get a nat 20.
This is at -4.
Yeah.
Yeah, just not doing very well, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make
goes
that
to
a fighting withdraw, though.
He goes with the
'Cause-
yeah. You can move up to half
Yeah.
your movement to get
I'm
the
just
fuck
gonna
away.
move back up off of him because I'll die if I take another hit.
So yeah, you swing the poleaxe and it just swings right between the rib bones and misses everything entirely. Gentry.
okay. Now then. Guys, I think I'm going to attack again. I'm going to attack again. I'm going to do this attack again. You know what's going to happen this time? I'm going to get them both attacked. You don't even worry about it's going to happen. All the attacking. Here we go.
That he parries it.
Bullshit.
You get another attack. Oh, he parries it again.
I'm moving too fast for my own good, I guess.
Maybe. Yeah, you only hit AC 7 with that one. Mavis. I think you're muted.
Okay, I think. Okay, so I have like the last chance to do something before the bone column attacks again. Okay, I'll try and hit it.
No.
What the fuck?
And you rolled a 1.
Oh, man.
No.
He is going to try the same thing. What's Mavis's AC?
3.
So he does. So Mavis goes in and swings, and he wraps up Mavis, and Mavis is now grappled. But that also means he only has 1 attack that he can do.
True.
Does he get a -2 to that grapple?
And that's true. He would have still hit AC 2.
Okay.
All right.
So now he's got 2 of you grappled, and his third arm can only make 1 attack. Willow.
Willow wants to go lockjaw on that arm.
Okay.
He sees everybody getting held. He's seeing everybody get hit. He's just gonna run right up in here and try to bite and latch a hold of that fucking arm.
Okay.
That's what he's gonna do. So
And a nat 20. So Willow grabs onto the wrist of the third arm and is like, tearing at it and has it grappled. Man, this is a 3-way grapple is all kinds of fucked up.
we're all in a 3-way in the middle of the damn fight.
Yes. So the bone golem, Yes.
It has to make some priorities.
Bone Golem is going to let go of Mavis and let go of Jackson, and then make 2 attacks on Willow.
Willow has an AC of 6.
And he's at -2. 14. Yeah, 14 for him hits a -2. So Willow's going to take 7 points.
Ooh.
Oh, Willow.
And second attack, 15 also hits.
Shit.
Willow's going to take another 2 points.
So that's 9 total?
Yeah.
Yep, so Willow's down to 2 hit points.
Oh, gosh. Willow.
I didn't realize Willow had that many, thank goodness.
He had 11, so yay. Well, whatever, he's doing what he loves. He's
died doing what he loves. Jackson.
I'm no longer grappled because it let go, right?
Correct. But the bone golem is grappled. It can only make one of its arms is grappled. It can only make 2 attacks.
Okay then.
Ooh. An 18 hits.
5 more damage.
And Jackson swings out with his sword of sharpness and severs the bone golem's spine, and the bone golem goes down into a pile on the floor.
Willow's still locked on that fucking arm.
They're probably going to carry that arm around for the next couple of days, gnawing on it. So this hall, this is like the second floor main hall. What do you guys want to do?
We've got a lot of people that are hurt.
Yeah,
we need to be passing around potions.
I think that since we first started at first level, that's probably the most damage I've thrown at you guys.
Yeah, that was a lot of damage.
Okay.
Yeah, Willow has 3 hit points. I'm sorry, 2 hit points.
So you guys are gonna take a 10-minute turn to swap around some healing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just let me know whoever needs. We have 15 potions, so.
All right, so let's give 1 to Willow at least.
And I just took 1 for me.
All right. So what are these? You roll a d6, I guess.
It's a d6 plus 1.
Yeah.
All right. So this is for Willow. So he'll take 5 back, and that takes him away from death's door a little bit because now he has 7 hit points. And then I'm gonna take 1 for Borman. So Borman gets back 2 hit points.
Okay.
Yeah. So now I'm at 13 now. But I could probably make it.
I have healing or cure light wounds as well.
Yeah, Malachi needs healing too. He is.
Okay, I will heal Malachi for 5.
Oh, he's up to 11 now, and you know, while he's got some bruising and some slight bleeding, he think he could be okay for a little while. You know, just need to avoid those fucking golems. Until I get a chance to get a long rest. Is anybody hurt still after all that exhaustive stuff?
Yeah, I mean, both Dentry and Jackson took some damage.
That's the image I used for the bone golem.
Wow.
In the book.
Yikes.
Do Gentry and Jackson can each take a potion if you want. Sub
Yeah,
9.
Jackson's down 6, and Dentry's down 8. So they're both of 20, though. So I don't know if it's worth wasting a potion if we've got other people who might need it more later.
I mean, we've been tromping around and we've taken a couple 10-minute breaks. You know, what time of the day is it?
It is still it's probably about 11:30ish.
Yeah, it's really early, but we could leave here.
You got another 30 minutes before you need to take another 10-minute break.
Yeah, I mean, we could clear more of this area if we wanted to. I mean, we definitely want to search this room that we're in to see if there's
That's
any.
true.
Yeah, I mean, fucking that was a big fucking guardian. I mean, are there corpses or anything in this room from other fucking motherfuckers that have been stumbling upon this motherfucker?
No.
Wow.
Wow, yeah, and I guess we need to roll to see if we find
So you
anything, or...
you do find evidence after now that the bone golem is dealt with, that there was another statue here. That it appears that the original statue has been crumbled to small rocks and bone or in dust at the base, and it was replaced with this bone golem construct.
All right, that's just sad. I guess we want to move along then. Is that what we're gonna do?
I
Yeah.
suppose so.
Yeah. So this door right over here next to Alora.
Okay.
You know.
I'm moving her though.
Yeah, looking for traps. Probably
No.
found any if there's there.
No traps.
Yeah, is it locked?
It is not locked.
Well, I'm gonna open it.
So this is another
Quietly.
guest room, very much like the other one that you found down here. And are you guys going to search this room?
Of course, we search rooms. The trap. Look, you know, as I move in, looking for traps. I don't think I find any.
Nope, but you do find 3 more healing potions.
Oh,
We
good.
will give those healing potions to Mavis.
Okay. I got him now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's
Yeah.
all you find in here.
And then our next door up here, I'm
Okay.
looking for traps, and you know, I think I found any that were there. And then the door, if it's locked,
It is not locked. And this room is also a guest room.
yeah. And look for traps. I don't think I found any traps. Unless there's traps there, and then we'll.
So you take
Yeah.
another 10 minutes to search this room,
Yeah.
and you find there is a jug with a large cork stoppered in the top of it, sitting next to this bed. It looks very similar to your jug of endless water. Or decanter of endless water, rather.
Okay, so
can
who
compare.
has that? We could give them 2. and
Or
that
I'm
just
sorry,
doubles.
your jug of liquids.
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, we could
it's-
compare them. I could see if they're the same thing.
And so this one, it is a little different. This, so it is a stoppered flask, and on the bottom, so again, when you slosh it back and forth, it appears that it sloshes and there is something in here. But when you open it and look inside, it looks empty. And when you look on the bottom, there is a arcane word etched into the bottom of the decanter. Saying the word, it fills with wine. You can do a stream, a trickle of 1 gallon of wine per round, up to 8 pints. You can do a fountain, a 5-foot-high fountain of 5 gallons of wine per round. A geyser, a 20-foot-long jet of 30 gallons of wine per round. Anyone holding the decanter must make a strength check each round or be knocked down by the force of the geyser. The geyser can be used as a missile attack with a 20-foot range, inflicting 1d2 damage per hit. The geyser will fill a 10-foot cubic space every 4 turns, so every 40 minutes it'll fill a 10-foot cubic space. And a command word, you can say the command word to stop the wine from flowing, allowing the stopper to be put back in. And so this is a decanter of endless wine.
I do not have very good strength for either of my characters. Does anybody else want the wine cannon?
The wine
Tree
cannon.
has that
Looking at
strength.
that wine thing and not in like a battle sense at all. They're just like, wine, you say? Tell me more about this wine.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and fast track this because all of these other rooms are the same. I'll just open these up. But these remaining rooms, you guys spend another another 10 minutes checking these rooms, and you have cleared the second floor at this point, and you can take your 10-minute rest. And that's where we will leave this week and pick it up next week. Now, you guys have some XP to divide up. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Holy shit. Everybody gets 1,000. Here, I'll type it out. 1,117.5 XP.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure somebody got a level out of that. Or damn close.
Mavis did.
Nice. So she's level 5 now?
Yep.
Okay. So her Thaco becomes 17. And her saves go up, too.
Alright, I'll have to look at the table.
Yeah, her death save is only 9 now. Wands is 10. Paralysis 12. Breath 14. And spells 12. And she gets 1 more second level spell slot. Oh, and don't forget to roll a d6, add your constitution modifier to it, and add to your hit points.
Okay.
Well, that was successful. You guys now have a second bag of holding.
And almost died. I filled a bag of holding with wine.
like that guy in Florida that tried to, during the pandemic when there was a rush on gas, and he tried to fill up a garbage bag with gas. Fucking idiot. And then there was a woman that tried to fill up a laundry basket with gas, and like just ignored the fact that there were holes on the sides of the laundry basket. That didn't work out for her at all. Fucking
I mean,
Florida.
it's Florida, so I mean, what do you want?
Yeah. That's painful.
All right, I got level 4 fighter.
Nice.
So that's beautiful.
Yes.
Finally.
So level 4 fighter. Did Dentry go up?
I don't think so. I need to get to 1,600 XP for something.
Oh, 16,000 for level 5.
Yeah, 16,000. Yeah.
So level 4. So Borman. Yeah. Borman's Thaco becomes 17.
No.
It's going to be a while before I get another level.
All right. I don't know if you guys want to divvy up coins.
There's no point.
Yeah,
True.
we're still adventuring. We might as well wait till we get it all.
Yeah, true. Okay.
That works
All
for
right.
me.
Yeah, tomorrow I have my annual Memorial Day / my birthday game, and we'll be playing Braunhaven. I've got 10 people coming over for that group, and so that
Happy
should
birthday.
be. Yeah, the birthday's not until the 1st, but we usually do something on Memorial Day because everybody's able to get together on that weekend. But yeah, it should be a good time.
Awesome. I hope you have fun.
Yeah, should be a ton of fun. I think we might have one new player. She back when we were like ages like 6 through 15, we used to play first edition D&D. So yeah, she hasn't played since then. So she's talking about coming over. So yeah, should be
That's
fun
cool.
to teach her the old school essentials as well. So.
Yeah. Right on. Yeah, that was really fun. I have adjusted my characters and saved them.
Sweet.
So yeah, I'm gonna. I rolled my hit points. I rolled a 7, so that I don't get 7 hit points. I get half that, 3.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Which
that's still
I
better.
already had a half point in waiting, so it really ended up being 4.
Right.
Yeah.
All
Really
right.
Cool.
Well, I will see you guys next week on Saturday at 12 o'clock, and we'll pick this up.
All right.
Thanks.
See you
Have a
then.
good
Thank
night.
you.
You're
Bye.
welcome. Have a good one, guys.